guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. While I do my makeup, I am also going to answer some questions, and then I also have a little questionnaire thing that other YouTubers use when they're doing like a get to know me video. Let's jump into this. I'm just trying this. So this is by Benefit. It's the Pore-fessional pore primer, and I get it warm in my hands like a pea size and just kind of like rub it throughout. It has a little bit of a tint to it, so I'm liking that. And now I'm gonna go in with my foundations. I have been using this Foundcealer from Tarte. So what I do is I put it onto a little glass plate and then I dip my brush in it and then I just kind of like dab it onto my face. Let's get into the first question. I have my computer down here. One question, I guess I've mentioned this in one of my videos, that Brandon and I, we don't own a microwave. And so somebody asked me about that. The story behind not having a microwave, it wasn't actually intentional. It just happened because Brandon and I, when we first got married, we lived in a place that didn't have a microwave. We were gonna go to the store and buy one night, and then I was just curious because we had been looking into microwaves. I was just curious, like, what they do to your food and, you know, if they're really necessary. So we just made our own decision that we didn't need one in this stage of life that we were in. We don't have kids, and I look crazy. We don't have kids, and I'm home almost all the time, so it's healthier for us to just not use one. We're not like judgmental over people that do have microwaves, but it's so funny, like if I go to my sister's house, I get like a kick out of using her microwave. Okay, so the next question is also kind of a personal conviction question, and it's when we're gonna have kids. Okay, so I'm starting over with the kids thing. I just blended in my concealer. I went on like a rant and I realized it didn't really make sense. So the kids question. I'm gonna wipe my lips off. I'm setting my under eye with this Covergirl Advanced Radiance, and this is in Creamy Natural 110. And first I pat, and then I pat the powder underneath. Okay, so kids. Brandon and I never really talked about having kids prior to getting married. I think that we both just assumed that we were on the same page about it, like, but it just never got brought up. Now the problem there is that I didn't want kids at all, and my husband wanted like a lot of kids. So that was really difficult because we had to have a lot of conversations and, you know, figure out how we were gonna make that work, because kids is a huge part, can be a huge part of marriage. So next thing I'm putting on my face is a little Kody Airspun, and I just use a big fluffy brush and I just go like that, and then I just pat all over my makeup, just kind of set it a little bit. So we had started to have the conversation and basically decided the first couple years I basically was like, you know, it's just not happening. So I think you just kind of like let the topic simmer down, because everyone in our lives was asking us about kids. If you fast forward to where we are now, we're a little bit older. Brandon is in his early mid-30s. I'm saying that because I can't remember how old he is. I think he's gonna be 34 this year, I think. So, and I'm gonna be 30 this January. So we are much more mature, we're older, we've gone through some stuff. We are not trying, but we are not trying. So Brandon has my Clue app on his phone. He just last month actually downloaded that onto his phone, so he knows when I'm ovulating, and it's just kind of put out there, like, if we both want kids. Like, we don't really talk about it. We just know that, like, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're just taking it one step at a time. I get a lot of questions about it, so that is the kids saga. Okay, let's move on. If you guys have any more questions about that, let me know, but I think I covered it pretty well. We're gonna pause. I need to move on to my next step. So I'm gonna do my bronzer. This is the same bronzer I've been using. It's Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. With this little angled brush, I swirl it in and tap it off, and then put it right under my cheekbones. So the next question is about my hair. Well, I have my hair like this. This is cute. So it says, what are your favorite hair products, and do you use a product to volumize your hair? Okay, so the answer is yes, I do use a product to volumize my hair. I use a mousse from Amika. I think it's the only one they sell, but it's called Volumizing Mousse, and I love it. It works really well. And then recently I have been using the Big Sexy Hair Powder Play. It's this weird powder stuff, and you just put it where you want volumized, like, and throughout the day you can go like this and it volumizes your hair. I don't have it in right now, but I love those two products. Okay, I'm just gonna keep blending this, then I'll come back with another question. We're gonna move on to just generic get to know me questions. Here are just some fun ones. So, what's my birthday? My birthday is January 3rd. I will be 30 this January 3rd, which is crazy. I feel like I am not old enough to be 30. This one's funny because most people watching probably feel like I am grown up, but it says, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I love this question because this has been a journey for me, and I have already been through a career, and I thought it's what I wanted to do for my whole life. I wound up not liking it as much as I thought I would. I sold my book of business and started this YouTube page, which has been so much fun, and now I've started a decorating company, which is staging and interior decorating, and that is like my dream job. So I kind of had to go through the fire to get to the place that I am now, but my goodness, I am so thankful that I did. Right now I am using this Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. I just took this white color and I just kind of put it all over my eyes. I'm not doing anything crazy today, so I'm just gonna go in with this Too Faced palette. Now it's a chocolate bar one, and I'm just gonna go into Salted Caramel with this bigger, like, fluffy brush from IT Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna do like a nice layer over my eyes just to give a little bit of dimension. The next question is if I have any siblings. So I do. I have two sisters. I have one that is older than me. She's 4 years older than me, and her name is Sammy. And then I have one younger sister. Her name is Alicia. And then I have an older brother, and his name is Troy. So yes, I do have siblings. So this one is, what is your favorite drink? I would have to say Rombauer Chardonnay is, I think, my favorite drink. I just said I'm not going to do much, and now I'm like making a smoky eye, of course. So I just went back into this Too Faced palette to Erotica, and I just dabbed a few times and then tapped it off, then swirled it under, like, within my crease right here, and just kind of drug it in a little, like that. Okay, do you have a dream home? I do have a dream home. I pin all about it all the time. If you don't follow me on Pinterest, go follow me on Pinterest. I'll link it below. Yeah, I would love to live on a big piece of land, like farmland. We live in a really farmy community and have a good size farmhouse on it. Not too big, not too small, but there's definitely things that I would want. Like, I want a wraparound porch, and if we're blessed, I would love to have a big walk-in pantry because I don't have one now. I would love to have like a bar area, like man cave type of basement thing. Oh, and also where I could have a huge garden. I love to garden. So, yep, that's would be my dream home. Oh no, oh no. All right, no fear, just wipe away. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and what I use for my eyebrows is the same palette. There is a color up here called Sexpresso. I use an angled brush, and I just dip in and go through. I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back in just a minute. Do you have pets? I do. I have a dog. Her name is Abby Jo, and she's a white golden. Actually, she's right here. Let's see if she'll come over to me. Abby, say hi. This is Abby. This is our baby girl. She's so sweet. She is an English cream golden retriever, and yes, she's our baby. Okay, you guys, so that is it. The only thing I have left to do is to put on some eyeliner and some mascara. Right now, I am using the Fenty Beauty the Fenty Beauty Flyliner, and I am trying out this Caviar Volume Mascara by Laura Mercier. But if you're looking for a really good mascara that is like drugstore, this Maybeline Lash Sensational is so good. So that is the end of this video. I will be back tomorrow with a much more Christmassy video, and I will see you then. Love you. Bye.